Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to the Kansas City Royals rebuild here on MLB The Show 23. That is right, we return to the franchise. And we return to a franchise that is not in a great state here in year number 2. We are 46-64, but we are coming off of a trade deadline where we made some, hopefully, impactful moves, mainly being Elly De La Cruz here in Kansas City now. We traded with the Mariners, I'm pretty sure, to get him because I think he got traded from the Reds to the Mariners after his injury. We were keeping an eye on him, but he had a ankle injury, I think, or something like that earlier in the year, so we weren't able to trade for him earlier. And then we missed our opportunity. He got traded somewhere else, and then we had to make the trade at the deadline. But we got it done. We traded for him. He fits in at number 4 in the lineup, right in front of Teoscar Hernandez, who is having a very good year. Luis Arraez playing well, but this team still needs a little bit of work. We're still working on figuring some things out, maybe needing a new DH, maybe needing a new outfield. I don't know, we'll figure things out as we keep going, but we do have our top prospect, maybe in our entire organization, Lou Walls, who is 26 years old, 5'8", and is about to make his MLB debut sometime soon. I don't know. Maybe we'll even get him in today's episode because we are going to start simulating the month of August and probably be around this little late half of the month when we play one of our games. But we got a series against the Giants that we are going to start simulating, and we take 3 games against them. You love to see it. And if you remember, in the last episode, we also took a look at all of our draft picks. We were not able to sign 1 or 2 of them, even though I gave them a ton of money. Like, I gave them way more than what the allotted suggestion was, and they did not sign. So we lost those 2 guys, but I don't think they were going to be that good anyway. The main thing is we signed our number 1 pick, our first-round pick, Greg Quintana, who is a center fielder, could be the center fielder of the future. He is 5'7", 169, so he's a very light, very small guy, but he's pretty fast, good contact, decent power, and I'm excited for the future for him. We also have Romeo Pineda, who is a good, young, 18-year-old pitcher from Nicaragua, however you say it. He is here as well. Charlie Thornton could be a nice defensive shortstop for the future, at least a good minor league shortstop. And we'll see how they go next year, but we will continue to move on. We have a 4-game set against the Guardians, and we actually took 2 against the Guardians, so we're 51-64, or 51-66, excuse me. Series against the Mets now. Adrian Garcia is injured, and we have 2 against the Mets as well. Very good. We are starting to climb back up. We're only a few games away from the Tigers, and we could maybe make a competition with the Guardians. You never know. I don't think we're going to play these games against the Guardians. I think that I want to play on the road against the Reds, because then we could play at home maybe against the Yankees or something in the final game of the year. I don't know. We'll do something at home next episode, but I kind of want to go to Great American and play against the Reds. So let's simulate this 2-game set against the Guardians. We split 1-1, and now we have 3 games against the Brewers, which we only take 1 against. So we're 55-70 right now. We have Ian Anderson and Roki Sasaki. Did we see Ian Anderson in the last episode? I don't remember. I could quickly check. I don't remember if we saw Ian Anderson in the last episode. I don't think we did, because it was all about it was all about off-season stuff. There was no actual Royals gameplay in there. So you know what? We will jump in and play against Nick Lodolo, and we should hopefully be able to see Elly De La Cruz for the first time. We're looking pretty good right here. Ooh, Ellie's starting to get hot. You love to see it. And Lou Walls played a little bit. He's had 1 game where he played. He's 1 for 3, hitting .333 on the season. And you know what? He might play starting center field. It looks like they took Lorenzo Cain out, but I don't want him to take Lorenzo Cain out. I want him to be the center fielder for us. And we might even put Lou Walls in at center field. You never know. But we are going to play this game, Ian Anderson versus Nick Lodolo. Great American Ballpark. Quick counts on Ian Anderson on the mound. And we will substitute Lorenzo Cain for Lou Walls just to get him in there. And we'll move him up in the lineup slightly from 9 to 8. And this will be his official on-camera debut for us, along with Ellie De La Cruz, who we get to see for the first time. So hope you guys go on to enjoy. If you do, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. It's a clash between our previous franchise rebuild in the Reds and our current franchise rebuild in the Royals. Who's going to win? Hopefully, the Royals.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Hi, folks. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team at home runs and runs batted in, Jason Vosler.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
Just about set. And our pitcher in this game, Nick Lodolo. And Chris, he's a guy that gets...
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Royals and Reds from Great American. It's a little bit of a sloppy one, a little rainy here in Cincinnati, the Queen City. But Luis Arraez leads off with a single to start this game. That's beautiful. Continues his hit streak that he has, and he gets on base, which is what I love to see. We saw in the beginning there, Nick Lodolo is 4-11 on the year. We know the struggles of Nick Lodolo from last year's Reds franchise. We absolutely know those struggles all too well. And we're hopefully going to be able to capitalize on them, take advantage of them. And funny thing is, the Reds have Adalberto Mondesi, who we traded to them to get Matt McLain. So we've got some history with the Cincinnati Reds even this season. And a former Cincinnati Red, Ellie De La Cruz, got good contact on the slurve, and if I would have put the PCI in a better spot, he might have sent that over the wall. But unfortunately, he doesn't. It's the third out, and Ian Anderson will come up to the mound for the first time, and a leadoff drag bunt for Mondesi? Interesting. The former Kansas City Royal. How will he fare in his new digs? I guess we'll find out. Here comes the circle change, and he sends that into left field, and he will have a leadoff single just like Luis Arraez. Okay. Mondesi getting some revenge. Stuart Fairchild. See if we can strike him out. Go with the 12-6. He doesn't chase it, and Mondesi doesn't go after the second base bag, so it's a 3-2 count. Salvador keeps it in front of him. See if we can strike out Fairchild. He sends it to Arraez. That's going to be a tough double play. Can't get either of them. Luis Arraez not able to get either out. I should have just went to first. That was going to be way too hard of an angle for him to get back to second. I should have just taken the easy out at first and gotten one. Unfortunately, I didn't do that, and now we sit with runners on first and second, nobody out. The 12-6 for India, and he fouls that off as well. We'll go with a two-seamer, see if we can get him chasing. He goes, check, swing, strike three, first out. Good job by Anderson, and now it's Rake Fraley. Ooh, way out. What are you sitting on? I'm through 95 on that fastball, and you were way out in front of it. You sitting on 200 miles an hour? What was that, Jake? That was a crazy early swing. And he was also early on the circle change. This man is just sitting on anything, and that's not strike three. Come on, Blue. How was that not strike three? I dealt it up beautifully. I fed you a beautiful pitch. And he does not give me the benefit of the doubt there. That is very unfortunate. De La Cruz dodges the broken bat, and he's got a rocket, but it's going to be called safe at first. Fraley outruns the throw, and it's bases juiced for the Cincinnati Reds. Jason Vosler deep to center field. The rookie Lou Walls in only his second game as a Royal, excuse me. Throws it home, but that is going to get enough for Mondesi to go home, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Cincinnati Reds. Votto stares at a fastball. Anderson gets out of it, but not before the Reds take a 1-0 lead. That's unfortunate, man. That was a tough inning. Some missed calls from the umpire allow the Reds to build some momentum and get a run. But that's just okay because we're going to have to get a run back. We were going to have to get at least one to score anyway, so we might as well get two. I probably shouldn't have swung at that. Teoscar sends that to right field in foul territory. Vosler makes the play, first out. I think that was Vosler. I don't know who's playing in right field. Now it's Bobby Witt, speed threat, just like Ellie De La Cruz. I didn't want to swing at that, and I didn't. Oh, it's called strike three? That hit me. Oh my God, they called that strike three. I thought they were going to give me the hit by pitch. But I guess they said that I went around, even though I clearly did not. I don't know what that was. Whatever happens, it's strike three. It's the second out. Salvador Perez into the left gap. And I think he's only going to have enough speed to get to first base. 20 speed is certainly not enough to get to second. And he will have a 2-out single to keep this inning alive. And here he is, Lou Walls, the little guy, 5'7", 160 pounds, soaking wet, making his on-camera debut, rocking the number 23. I like his batting stance. I feel like it's pretty good. And Lou Walls into left field. That's going to get in front of Fraley, and that's a base hit for the speed threat. Let's go, baby. A nice hit, and now it's MJ Melendez time. Can MJ, with 2 outs, score Salvador Perez? It's going to be tight, but I'm not going to run on it, especially with 20 speed. I'm not going. Base is loaded for the leadoff man, Luis Arraez. I would have been thrown out, most likely. But MJ gets on base, and now it's Arraez's turn. Come on, Luis. You're an on-base machine. Don't swing at that. I tried to check. I really did. He got me on that slurve. The movement was too deadly. Come on, Arraez. Deliver a base hit. He will. Luis Arraez with an RBI single, and we tied the game. Bases still loaded. Beautifully done by Luis. 2 for 2. And now Edward Olivares with a full count. If he could walk Lou Walls home, that'd be awesome. But he's not gonna do it. What is this ref? What is this umpire on? How was that strike 3? This umpire is completely just a shill for the Cincinnati Reds. What are we talking about here? How in the world was that strike 3? That was at best a check swing. Anderson strikes out TJ Friedel. I cannot believe that we just struck out with the bases loaded there. That was going to be ball 4, and Walls was going to come home. I cannot believe he called strike 3 on that. That is absolutely absurd. This umpire has been against me for the first 2 innings. I'm not here for it. Noelvi Marte gets on base, so now it's a 1-2 count to Thomas Nido. With 1 out in the inning, and he smokes that to center field. Lou Walls is definitely getting some steps in here in the first 2 innings of this one. Runners on first and second. Ian Anderson kind of getting a little shelled, to say the least. Mondesi swings and misses after that one. Big time fastball right past him. And now it's Stuart Fairchild. He will send that into the right center gap. Teoscar on the chase. Nobody's going to get there, and it's going to be at least 1. They're going to send him around. 24 speed. He's safe at the plate. It is 3-1 Reds. Stuart Fairchild gets the job done with the RBI double. The 2 RBI double. Absolutely unreal. Ian Anderson getting rocked in Cincinnati. But he strikes out India to get out of the inning. And just like that, the Reds are back on top. Unfortunate. Vinny Pasquantino walked his first time up. What's he going to do here? Pasquantino into left field. It's going to get past everybody. That's a base hit to lead off the 3rd. Okay, that's promising. Very, very promising. Love to see it. And now it's Ellie De La Cruz. Come on, Ellie. We traded for you for a reason. Show me what you're made of, big boy. You're a big, tall Mang who is fast. Show me something. Ellie De La Cruz will not get on base. That's the first out. TJ Friedel makes the play. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Okay, so now it's Teoscar's time. All right, Teoscar. You're maybe our best player. Oh, that's going to stay in front of Mondesi, but nobody's going to be there. It's runners on first and second. Pasquantino makes it to second base, and now it's Bobby Witt. 2-1 count to him, 1 down in the inning. Come on, Bobby. Bobby Witt, he smoked it. That could be a 3-run shot. Bobby Witt, it's gonna be gone. Over the left field wall. Bobby Witt, 3-run home run in the top of the third. That was just a hanger. Hardly know her. And Bobby Witt made him pay. Not the most power in the world for Bobby Witt, but he can do it when it's given like that. A little bit of a meatball. Oh, Bobby. You love to see it. A hanging pitch, and he smoked it. And that gives the Royals a 4-3 lead here in the top of the third. And we still got a chance to do a little bit more damage. We only got 1 down in the inning still. Can Salvador Perez get on base for the second time? Salvador fouls off the fastball. Come on, Salvi. Get her done. Here comes the fastball for ball 2. Lodolo on the mound, starting to get rocked a little bit more. And Perez looks at a sinker after flinching a little bit. Lou Walls is going to be on deck. And Perez sends that to left field, but didn't get enough of it. That's going to be a fly out to Fraley for the second out. That's unfortunate. I felt like I could have done a little bit better with that. I really do. But Lou Walls, the rookie, the top prospect in the organization, finally making his debut, and he's going to look at a walk. And the speed demon, the 5'7", great ball of fire, is going to try to steal a bag, his first career base in Major League Baseball. He's on his way. Lou Walls, safe. No, he's called out. Lou Walls could not get it done. Bobby Witt stole the inning with the home run, but Lou Walls, the 94 speed, not good enough to get him here. How close was this play? Mondesi fields it. Mondesi fields it and just brings the tag. Oh, man. He is fingertips away. Lou Walls is literal fingertips away from the bag. That is unreal. Absolutely unreal how close he is to getting there before getting called out. All right, bottom third, Ian Anderson back on the mound. I'm obviously going to put my faith in Ian Anderson because it's only the third inning, and I believe that he can go at least 1 inning without getting shelled, and he strikes out Jake Fraley, so that's a good start. And now we've got Vosler up with a full count to him. Here comes the fastball. He sends that to right field. Teoscar will be underneath it for the second out. That's good. You love to see it. And it's Joey Votto who stared at a fastball for a strikeout the last time he was up, but he will not do the same. He will send that to the left field stands, and it'll be a tie ball game. Votto still bangs. All right. That is not what I thought was going to happen with that fastball. I felt like I put it in a decent enough location, but I guess it drifted back over the heart of the plate, and Votto made us pay. Oppo Taco for Joseph Votto. And Friedel comes up looking at a 3-1. It is a tie ball game. This is the battle of two teams that absolutely suck. But they are going to make each other pay, and Friedel sends that one over the wall. It's back-to-back for the Redlegs. TJ Friedel with a solo shot, and Ian Anderson in 3 innings has been absolutely rocked. I am not excited about the prospect of Ian Anderson, man. He is getting shelled. I feel like I'm not placing the pitches in that bad of locations, but he is just not performing very well. We are going to warm up Dylan Coleman just in case, but I don't know what to do with Ian Anderson, man. He's 8-8 on the year, not having that great of a season, although not many of our pitchers are just because we're not that great of a team just yet. But Ian Anderson specifically is getting rocked. MJ going to bloop that into center field. Friedel not going to be able to make the play, and that's a leadoff single. That's awesome. You love to see it. And now we've got Luis Ariz, who's 2 for 2 on the night. Come on, Luis. That's going to be ball 4. He's going to take a walk, man. He's an on-base machine. An absolute on-base machine. And now Edward Olivares, the man who got called out strike 3 with the bases loaded last time he was up, even though it was clearly a check swing and a ball. Whatever. Whatever, dog. 2-1 count to Olivares, nobody out. And Nick Lodolo is rattled. Let's see what Olivares can do here. Low energy, low confidence for Nick Lodolo. And Olivares misses a pitch to hit. That fastball was very hittable. I think I lowered the PCI slightly too much. But that's okay. Because we've got a pitch to hit there, and Olivares, very visibly upset, slams the bat into the dirt as he gets a pop fly. Infield fly roll, Jonathan India, and they're pulling Lodolo? Whoa. They are bringing in the veteran Randy Dobnak. Very interesting. Lodolo goes 3 1/3. Was he injured? It didn't come up and say anything. I have no idea why Lodolo got pulled. But whatever. Dobnak steps up, and he's got a weird situation, but Vinny Pasquantino can't do anything with it. That's going to be flying to TJ Friedel, and that's the second out. That's a little bit unfortunate that we couldn't do anything with that pitch. That was very hittable. And now Ellie to the Cruz, obviously the very talented young switch hitter. Can he do some damage from the left side of the plate? De La Cruz cannot get on base. Just a little early. Maybe if I was better timing, that would have been a base hit. I don't know. We'll never find out because the inning is over. And Nito stares at that fastball. We'll go with the circle change. 80 pitches through 3 innings is disgusting. Or I guess 3 1/3 is disgusting from Ian Anderson. I'll give him the 4th unless he continues to get shelled or just continues to be disappointing like he is right there walking the leadoff man. Mondesi up next. We could really do a double play here. That would be very beneficial to the confidence in Ian Anderson. We'll see what happens here. 12-6, doesn't chase it, ball 2. I guess I'll go circle change. And that's a double play. Pasquantino to second. Bobby Witt to first. Got him, double play. Great job, exactly what we needed to help us get quick through this inning. Stuart Fairchild, 1-1 count to him, and Stuart Fairchild sends that one deep to make it 6-4, and Ian Anderson's day is done. I don't even care. Ian Anderson has not impressed me at all, and we are bringing in Dylan Coleman. That is too many solo shots from these Cincinnati Reds, who aren't really even that big power hitters. I mean, yeah, Joey Votto, but TJ Friedel, Stuart Fairchild, really? Those guys are going to take us deep? Ian Anderson struggled, but Coleman comes in, does the job, and we get out of the inning, but it is 6-4, Reds lead, top 5. Teoscar doesn't get around that good enough. Mondesi stops it, first out, but Bobby Witt is back up, and Bobby Witt has the 3-run homer to give us the 4 runs. Or 3 of the 4 runs. Can he beat this throw? Mondesi slow to the ball. Bobby Witt just barely. The speed from Bobby Witt. And we will take a base here with Bobby. Or at least attempt to. Here we go. He's off. Bobby Witt faster than Lou Walls. And he's clearly in. No tag. 16th base stolen by Bobby. And that was called a strike, unfortunately, to Salvador with 1 out in the inning. 1-2 count. Salvador Perez, ball 2. He's hitting 207 with runners in scoring position. Like to raise that a little bit. We'll see what we can do. That's going to be ball 3, another slider. He's not getting me on that slider. He can try it all he wants, but he's not getting me on that slider. If Perez puts this in the outfield, more than likely Bobby's going to come around to score. But he's going to walk. So Lou Walls will come up to the plate with runners on first and second and 1 out in the inning. Come on, Lou. You're 1 for 1. You got to walk. You've been on base both times you've been in the game. Make it another time. Lou Walls put some mustard behind that one, but not enough. The circle change up in the zone. He got good timing on it, but he sailed it to left field. Caught by Fraley. 2 down in the inning. MJ's been very consistent today. Let's see if he can do it again. Come on, MJ. Get her done. That's going to be in the outfield. Bobby's going to come around to score. MJ Melendez delivers. It is 6-5. We are the rallying Royals, baby. We are the rallying Royals. And now it's Luis Ariz who has 2 singles and a walk. Come on, Luis. Tie the game. Luis Ariz into the gap. He's going to score at least 1, maybe 2. I'm going to send around MJ. We're going to take this lead back. And Luis Ariz delivers with a 2 RBI double. He's here. He is him. Luis Ariz opens this game up with a 2-run double. And now we lead 7-6. It's back and forth here in Cincinnati. 1-1 count to Olivares. Tony Santillan delivers a slider for 2-1. Come on, Olivares. You got this. If you put this in the outfield, Ariz easily comes to score, and he's going to do just that, into the right center gap instead of the left. And Olivares will have an RBI double himself, and the Royals are cooking. If you smell... Let's go, baby. Vinny Pasquantino steps up. Can he give us a double? 3 straight doubles? That'd be awesome. Pasquantino into the gap. Will it get down? It's off the glove. Off the glove. Pasquantino will rally back to first. And it's an RBI single for Pasquantino off the glove of Jake Fraley. And now Ellie De La Cruz comes up. What an inning. 5 in the 5th. Can Ellie De La Cruz make it 6 or 7? De La Cruz! Not enough on it. Man, I am sucking with De La Cruz. I'm getting hits with everybody else. Is it so much to ask to get a hit with De La Cruz in his debut for the team? Well, that we get to see. He's played basically this entire month with us, but I want to get a hit with him, at least one. I've gotten a hit with Lou Walls. Why can't I get a hit with Ellie De La Cruz? Fraley sends that to Witt at shortstop. Easy ground ball, and that's the first out. Too bad that Ian Anderson's not going to get credit for the W. It'll be Dylan Coleman if we do end up holding on for the win. Beautiful strike out there on Vosler. And now Joey Votto will step up. He's got 14 of them dingers. See if he can make it 15. I hope not. He's already got 1 today. Here comes the slider from Coleman. He got him flinching. Didn't take the bat off the shoulders. Strike 3, inning over. And we come back up. I'm going to warm up Joe Jimenez maybe and Aroldis Chapman. We're going to warm up both of them just in case. We are top 6 right now. We still got a few innings to go before we need a setup man or anything. But I'll probably let Coleman go another inning. He was pretty good that inning and didn't take him a lot of pitches to get out of there. 25 home runs for Teoscar Hernandez, first on the team. No surprise there. That's what we signed him for in the offseason, was his home run production. And he is going to ground that to shortstop. Mondesi makes the play. Can he get the throw to first? Yes, he can. First out. Bobby Witt with a 3-run homer already. Can he make it a solo shot too? Probably not. He's not known for his power unless he gets an absolute meatball. But he's just going to foul that one off. A little bit early on the timing. That's okay. We'll see what we can do here with a 1-2 count and Tony Santillan on the mound. Bobby Witt will send that into center field, and it looks like we're going to get another steal attempt with Bobby Witt, number 17. Let's try it, baby. All right, Salvador Perez at the plate. Full count for him. All right, this might not be a situation where we need to steal because it is a full count. We'll see where the pitch goes. Okay, good. He threw back on me, so I'm not going to steal because there's a full count. I don't want to have Salvador get caught looking just because I'm not going to swing for the steal attempt. So we'll see what Perez gets thrown here. It's going to be a strike. So it's a good thing that I went for it because he might have been caught looking there. All right, Salvador. You know, anything in the outfield might even score Bobby Witt with his speed. And it's going to be in the outfield, just into the stands. A 2-run shot for Salvador Perez. And the Royals are up 11-6. Oh, baby, baby. Santa Maria. That one is gone. Sweet baby Jesus. Salvador Perez said, "Thank you very much, Tony Santillan, for that meatball. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to give it yard. Put my wood on it. Smack it out of here." Salvador puts us up 11-6, and they have to pull Santillan and give TJ Antone a chance at the plate or at the mound. But I mean, is it gonna really help? Is TJ Antone better than Tony Santillan? I guess we'll find out here as he goes up against the rookie. And Lou Walls, check swing, called strike 3. I kind of panicked on that one. That's my fault. But now it's MJ Melendez to the plate. 1-1 count, 2 outs in the inning, stares at a sinker, ball 2. They've got some guys warming up, but the Reds have crumbled in the 5th and 6th inning. High slurve, ball 3. I mean, it was back and forth for a little bit, but that was only really when Ian Anderson was in the game. Once we took out Ian Anderson and brought in Dylan Coleman, we have shut down the Reds' offense. And our offense continues to rock. Salvador Perez gives us another little bit of insurance with the 2-run shot to left field. No doubt about her. And we go bottom 6. I'm going to give Dylan Coleman the inning. We have guys ready to go if he needs to come out, but he gets a nice friendly bounce by TJ Friedel for the first out. And Noelvi Marte steps up 1 for 2 on the night with a nice single. That's going to be up the middle to... I hate my life. I didn't play that well. I took a really bad angle to that. That's my fault. That's not anything else but my fault. Oh, beautiful. Fastball 98 on the gun. Strikes out Tomas Nida. And now it is Mondesi, but Coleman has one more pitch in him. Mondesi's down looking, and that's the inning. So luckily the pitch, the Marte hit doesn't come back to bite us. That is beautiful. And now Luis Arraez, who is 3 for 3 today. Can he make it 4 for 4? This is the kind of inning, or the episode that I was expecting for Mr. Luis Arraez. I'm happy for him. And we will see what he can do here. 1-2 count. Luis Arraez into the left center, the right center gap. It's going to get not past Friedel, but it is going to be a nice hard hit single. And Arraez is 4 for 4 today. It is his day. His episode. He's got an RBI, or at least one. He might have 2. I don't remember. And he's got on leadoff. Ooh, way out in front of that. That's on me. That one is on me. Sorry there, Olivares. I didn't mean to make you look stupid. That one is rough. That one's even worse. I was way late on that. Didn't really want to swing at it until I already swung at it. I apologize, Olivares, for that entire at-bat, because you looked really ugly in that one. It wasn't your fault. It was mine. Pasquantino up the middle of the field past the shortstop Mondesi, and that's going to be 1 out. And runners on first and second for Elly De La Cruz. Come on, Elly. I'm 0 for 4 with you. I've got to do something. If it was going to happen, it's going to happen now, and that's a meatball. A hanging slurve that I should have smoked. But instead, I was very early just because I'm so anxious to get a hit with De La Cruz that it's going to be called strike 3. That's the same thing that happened to the one dude. I forget who it was. But it hit De La Cruz, but because I was already swinging, they call it strike 3. It's the most BS thing I've ever seen in my life, and that's how the inning is over. Or that's how the inning ends. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to hit that. Jimenez, I do one in the game. That is such B to the S. That Elly De La Cruz got called strike 3 because the pitch hit him. And even though he was technically swinging, whatever. I guess I'm going to go 0 for 5 with De La Cruz. Although the way that we've been hitting in this game, we might get one more attempt to at least give him one hit in this game. I really would want to. India sends that slider foul, and we've got a chance to strike out 2. Here comes Jimenez's fastball. India sends that to the wall. Hernandez is not going to be able to make the play. That's over the right field wall. Solo shot for Jonathan India, the Pirate of the Caribbean. Gets a solo shot to bring the Reds a little bit closer in this one. Maybe I shouldn't have chose to play at Great American because the ball flies in this ballpark. Fraley called strike 3 looking. Jimenez does a good job to recover after the home run. Vosler up. He fouls off the fastball, a little bit of a foul tip. 1-2 count, here comes the circle change. Strike 3, inning over. Jimenez does a good job out of the inning, but Jonathan India delivers, gets the Reds 11-7. They bring in Joe Kunal. All right, or Cannell, whatever you want to say. But it's not going to do anything because Bobby Witt is a speed threat. And unfortunately, that was hit too well. Right to Friedel for the first out of the 8th. We've got Salvador Perez with a home run already. Can he make it 2? Salvador Perez got a nice rip of that. Fraley, once again, you got to stop diving, Fraley. That's the second time you've dove and missed the ball. You got to stop it. It's not gonna. You're not gonna be able to make it. You're not that guy, pal. It's not your day. I guess I would say keep doing it just so that we can keep getting base hits, but I don't want to see you embarrass yourself. Lou Walls, 1 for 3 today. But he will make it 2 for 4. Unless that gets caught by Friedel, it will. Unfortunate. Unfortunate by Friedel. Melendez, the 9-hitter. 2 outs. 1-1 count. Come on, MJ. Get on base. You're a base hit machine. Inning over. We go bottom 8. I was going to keep Jimenez in, but I guess we'll bring in Chapman here. And then we will warm up Camilo Duvall and Josh Stauman, just in case. It's not a safe situation, but you never know. Maybe the Reds rally here in the bottom of the 8th and get a couple extra runs off of Chapman. Chapman is back home in Cincinnati, returning here. Now, obviously, last year in our Reds franchise, we did trade for Chapman to bring him back. So I guess this is the second series in a row where we have Aroldis Chapman. But I guess, what can I say? I just enjoy Aroldis Chapman. I'm an Aroldis Chapman fan, but right now he's not making me too happy here. 3-1 count to TJ Friedel. Pasquantino passed his glove. That's going to be a base hit. We had an opportunity for a double play. It's not going to happen. All right, Chapman, don't get too crazy here. Just deliver the goods. Olivares able to return to that one. I kind of screwed up the initial jump on that. That could have been bad. Luckily for us, it's a catch, and it's an out. And Tomas Nido hopefully can strike out here. Let's go slider. See if we can get him chasing. Yes, he's way out in front of the slider. Strike 3, second out. Good job, Chapman. And now it's Mondesi, the leadoff man. And he sends that to right field. Hernandez underneath it. And we are going to escape the inning with no damage done. You love to see it. That's beautiful. And Luis Ariz is 4 for 4 today. Can he make it 5 for 5? Luis stares at the circler. It's going to be strike 2. It's okay. You got to be patient. Got to be patient when you're as good of a hitter as he is. This is really going to balloon up his average. He's hitting 325 now. And he's going to, oh my God! Joel Kunel with the reaction times of a rabbit. I don't know. Do rabbits have good reaction time? I don't know. What a play by the pitcher to put his hand up, put his glove up, and grab that ball. That would have been hit number 5 for Ariz, but it was robbed by the pitcher. Olivares, late on the timing there, sends that one foul. He's got a 2-2 count. That's super unfortunate that the pitcher grabbed that one because I was really feeling that one. And that's going to be Mondesi tracking back into the outfield territories to grab that one. And now it's Vinny Pasquantino. 3 singles on the day. He's been pretty good. Can he give us one more shot with Ellie De La Cruz? I really want at least one more attempt. Come on. I got to get one hit with him. I've got to. It's my destiny to get a hit with De La Cruz, and I will have at least a chance. Pasquantino gets a single into right field, and that will give me at least one shot to get a hit with De La Cruz. Here we go. He's 0 for 5 today. Come on, Ellie. Please. I've had so many good chances with you today. It hasn't worked. 2-1 count on the slider. I don't even care if it's a single. I just want to get at least one hit with you just to prove to myself that I can. De La Cruz. Early on the timing, the sinker goes foul. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. We can recover. That's going to be a ball. Full count to De La Cruz. Come on, Ellie. Please. Please, please, please do not disappoint me on the big stage. De La Cruz. Is that going to fall in front of Fraley? No, 0 for 6 with Ellie today. Come on. You got to be joking me. 0 for 6? Really? Now, I know this isn't a safe situation, but we might as well get a little bit of work with Camilo. Just to kind of keep him loose. Keep him game ready for when we do need save situations. That is Stuart Fairchild, who has a home run today. Did not get enough of that. Sends that into shallow infield territory. And the big man, Perez, is able to catch that for the first out. Indy, I think, made contact with that. Tips it off. Tip. Who also has a home run today, and he sends that into right field, but Teoscar will easily be underneath it for the second out. Jake Fraley, the last man for the Reds. Way out in front of the slider. Don't know what he was sitting on. We'll go sinker to strike him out and end this game. Yes, he is. Duvall does it. Royals win 11-7. This one was looking kind of ugly in the first couple of innings. The Reds were kind of cooking there, but I think the problem was Ian Anderson. He was the real problem there. He's happy, but he sucked in that game. That's the only way to say it. He really sucked. He's happy because he knows that he's got some potential dogs in this lineup. Home runs by Bobby Witt and Salvador Perez. Arraez goes 4 for 5. Pasquantino goes 4 for 5. And Ellie De La Cruz goes 0 for 6. That fifth inning was absolutely massive. If we didn't have that fifth inning, we probably don't have as near enough of a chance to win that game as what we did. Very impressive there. Now we can simulate the rest of the month of August. Get it to September call-ups here. We sweep the Reds in 2, which is awesome. Now we play the Mariners, and we split 2 with them. That's okay. Playing the White Sox. We lose 2 against the White Sox. We are 60-74. The Tigers are right there for the taking. We just have to have a good final month. Do we play the Tigers at all? We don't play the Tigers anymore this season. When's the last time we played the Tigers? We didn't play them at all in this month either. What is this scheduling? Last time we played them was July 26th through the 28th. Was the last time we played the Detroit Tigers. And we will not play them anymore the rest of the year. So unless they have a complete just collapse the last month of the year, we will finish 4th. Unless we have a collapse and the White Sox pass us, but I hope that doesn't happen. In the next episode, we will play somebody at home. Maybe the Yankees, maybe the Astros, I don't know. Or the Angels, just depends. But also, more importantly, we've got September call-ups. Now, we've already used our September call-up on Lou Walls, who was going to be the September call-up, but I called him up early. So, another guy that I could think about calling up, maybe Matt McClain, who's hitting pretty well in AAA. He could be called up. We could certainly call up maybe even Walter Bike, who is our first ever draft pick in the franchise. He could certainly get called up. He's having a pretty decent year in AAA. Also, potential call-ups would be a pitcher like Andrew Painter, Gavin Williams, Kumar Rocker, somebody like that to put in the bullpen for the last little bit of the month of the season so that we can kind of get some experience with those guys. Andrew Painter in the big leagues didn't really do too much, but in AAA, he's killing it. 4-1 with a 3.87 ERA. ERA a little bit too high, but he's doing okay. So we've got some ideas for possible call-ups here in September. But that's going to be the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.